I'm Teisha Bader with Shalom TV's news update from Monday, June the 23rd, 2014. The Israeli Air Force hit several Syrian targets early this morning in response to a missile attack yesterday from Syria into Israel, which killed a 14-year-old Israeli boy and injured 2 others. The boy was named as Muhammad Karaka, an Israeli Arab of the Lower Galilee village of Arabe. His father, Fahmi, is a subcontracted employee for Israel's Ministry of Defense. He was driving a water truck for construction work on the border fence between Israel and Syria. The IDF said the attack from Syria was deliberate, and early this morning, Israeli jets and artillery retaliated, hitting 9 targets belonging to the Syrian military. Israel's security agency, the Shin Bet, cleared for publication that 2 suspects in the Passover shooting death of an Israeli man have been arrested, one of whom was a terrorist released in the Gilad Shalit deal. As you may recall, Israeli police officer Baruch Mizrahi was killed on the eve of Passover this past April when the car he was driving in was shot at near Hebron. The Shin Bet arrested 42-year-old Ziad Awad and his 18-year-old son last month as suspects in the shooting. The arrests were revealed today, along with the information that Awad was one of the terrorists released in the Gilad Shalit prisoner exchange of 2011. And the search continues for yeshiva students Gilad Sher, Eyal Yifrach, and Naftali Frankel, who were kidnapped by terrorists over 10 days ago in the West Bank. The mother of Naftali, Rachel Frankel, will reportedly fly to Geneva to speak at the UN Human Rights Council and call for the boys' release. The Presbyterian Church USA Biennial General Assembly has passed a resolution divesting from 3 companies doing business with Israel. The measure passed in a vote of 310 to 303 late Friday afternoon, divesting from Caterpillar, Motorola Solutions, and Hewlett-Packard for doing business with Israeli security forces in the West Bank. Jewish organizations condemned the passage of the anti-Israel resolution, which is seen as part of the BDS, or Boycott, Divestment, and Sanctions movement, which seeks to delegitimize the State of Israel. President of the Jewish Council for Public Affairs, Rabbi Steve Gutto, said the decision will undoubtedly have a devastating impact on relations between mainstream Jewish groups and the National Presbyterian Church USA. And the Anti-Defamation League said that the vote threatens the long-standing relationship between the Jewish community and the National Presbyterian Church. The Rabbinical Assembly, the International Association of Conservative Rabbis Executive Vice President Rabbi Julie Schoenfeld, said that the church's decision misrepresents the complexity and history of the Israeli-Palestinian conflict. Union for Reform Judaism President Rabbi Rick Jacobs said the URJ would continue to partner with its allies within the church committed to a 2-state solution and who reject BDS, but that it was clear from the vote that the PCUSA itself is not a partner in that cause. Jewish Federations of North America's Israel Action Network Managing Director Jerry Palast said it was troubling and tragic to see the Presbyterian Church USA choose to reject partnership in favor of partisanship. B'nai B'rith International said in passing the vote to divest, the PCUSA becomes an active participant in the BDS movement, which denies the right of Israelis to live safely in the Jewish state. And American Jewish Committee's Director of Interreligious and Intergroup Relations, Rabbi Noam Marans, called the alignment of the church with the BDS movement an affront to all who are committed to a peaceful resolution of the Israeli-Palestinian conflict. Chairman of the executive of the Jewish Agency for Israel, Natan Sharansky, announced yesterday that global Aliyah, or immigration to Israel, is up 55%. Sharansky made the remarks at the opening plenary of the Jewish Agency Board of Governors meetings in Jerusalem, where he said the dramatic rise was due largely to high immigration from Ukraine and France. According to the Jewish Agency, 1,587 Ukrainian Jews immigrated to Israel during the first 5 months of this year, compared to 684 during the same period last year. And 2,254 French Jews made Aliyah during that time period, compared to 580 during the same time in 2013. Sharansky said the agency expects more than 5,000 Jews to make Aliyah from France by the end of the year, a full 1% of the French Jewish community. He said never in the history of the State of Israel has there been a Jewish community in the free world that has sent such a large proportion of its Jews to Israel. He said while the agency could not take responsibility for so many young Jews leaving France, but the fact that Israel has become the #1 destination for young French Jews is a testament to our success in connecting them to the Jewish state. Turning now to our Shalom TV programming for tonight, Monday, June the 23rd. At 7 o'clock, a new segment of the Wisdom of Dr. Ruth Westheimer. Then at 8, Pulitzer Prize-winning deputy editor of the Wall Street Journal, Bret Stephens, analyzes U.S. foreign policy, the Israeli-Palestinian peace process, and more in a Jewish Week-sponsored event from Park East Synagogue in New York City. At 9 o'clock on L'chaim tonight, senior lecturer and researcher for Jerusalem Online University and Esh HaTorah, Rabbi Ken Spiro, talks about the Jewish impact on civilization. That's tonight here on Shalom TV and ShalomTV.com. And that's Shalom TV's news update from Monday, June the 23rd, 2014. I'm Teisha Bader.